probably quite cynical that I'm supposed to speak about my role as Business Unity SA when only 2% females hold the top directorship levels on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So when you do a survey, this is not my own statistics, it's released by Statistics South Africa. The South African economy has only managed to get 2% of the total leadership of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange being female. And that's clearly an indictment on the business community. And in other platforms, you will hear lots and lots of reasons why this hasn't happened, why women are not making an impact in that space. But today I was told to speak personally rather than about statistics. And I speak personally as a person who's always been a female in a man's world. Whether it was in the IT sector where I was an executive, whether it was in the equipment sector, whether it was probably most obvious and glaring in the mining sector. That is not a sector that is female friendly, that is not a sector that embraces women, but to have managed through not patronage, but through hard work and getting your own place around the table to become probably one of the top females in the mining sector in this country, and even on the continent. And what advice would I give to women today who are trying to make a mark in the business world particularly, but also in the areas where women are least represented? And I thought of about 3 areas, and maybe starting out with what is a big constraint to us. And without fail, our culture is a big constraint to us. And on both sides, men are raised to be dominant. And I say one day we will have a conversation about the role we are playing as females, because we raise the boys, exactly. We raise the young men, and then we are also wives and partners to men who somehow still manage to go out there and not get it. But then maybe more of our responsibility is towards the women and the girls that we raise, and the girls that we support, and the women that we mentor and assist to get through the business sector. And you'd be surprised how much women lose confidence in the boardroom. Because men do have the ability to talk and pretend you are not there. But we can only instill this confidence from a young age. And if a child didn't grow up confident, and a child was not a confident teenager, and a child was not confident at university, how do we expect them to become confident once they get to the boardroom? All they know is that even if I'm smart, but somebody else is going to take it. That's why we will allow people to take our ideas and run with them and make them work. So we have to make those choices, while we are faced with making the choices to be tough and hard nut in the boardroom, but you also don't lose sight of who you are personally and emotionally, and the fact that your female side does serve a very big purpose in the workplace that you are in.